I'm just sitting here thinking about my 1 year being homeless.
I've been homeless. Me too, man. Until I get a place, I am too.
Right.
Fuck.
How long have you been here at this campground?
Huh?
How long have you been camping out here at this campground?
I don't know. I was killing about 10 times a year.
Yeah.
I think so.
I've been, like I said, I was up there.
3, 4 nights. 3 nights. Beautiful. I don't know.
It sure is comfortable here, though.
I get till the end of the month.
You wait for your next check.
That's all I meant, so I don't spend money in this fucking city here.
Right. I'm doing the same thing, basically.
I went and paid by card for my bank card, for the credit card.
Right.
Paid it up. Fuck you, man. I can rent for the rest if I can find anything. I know these people. Paid $750 and I asked our landlord, he wanted $1,000 and $1,000.
Yeah, I know.
No, fuck you. What do you think I am, rich? You son of a
I'm
bitch?
going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's free to live in the National Forest.
Yeah.
2 weeks at a time.
Fuck that.
And there's so many of them. All the way across America.
Yeah.
You just got to find the right places.
Yeah,
I've already been through so
I mean, you know,
many.
I can go out in 20 and get back another 14 days if I wanted.
Right.
You know. Oh, I have to go out to get 4 more food. Anyway, the butane. Then I'm using my butane stuff. I can bring my gas, but I don't know what it is. It's kind of a thing. I don't need to burn it. I just need butane.
Right.
Because I can cook my eggs and bacon and shit like that in the middle house. I picked up dry ice from one place. I put it in the cooler and still I tossed out some bacon. And the other day I said that you know, just it wasn't good and fresh.
Yeah. My whole diet,
I guess I'm particular.
after 2 months of being, well, it didn't even take me a month of being, you know, a year ago today. I had shit on ice and I finally just give up, and my whole diet now revolves around fresh food and other like packaged meats. You can go get spaghetti sauce with meatballs. I mean,
I should go by welfare. They give me money.
like today I had
But I ain't done it yet. I'm kind
I
of
had basically chicken lasagna, and it's all from packages or cans, and I ate really good. I'm stuffed, and I've learned.
I like pork and beans too.
I ate a lot of pork and beans.
I don't know why the fuck I don't buy some.
Yeah, I ate a lot of pork and beans are good for you, right?
And they
Protein.
tasted good too.
Yeah. And
You
you
can
know,
even
if I can't keep
cook a hot dog.
if I can't keep hot dogs, then I'll get the little Vienna sausage, or they
I
have
like
little
Vienna
mini
sausage
sausages.
too.
Or the little mini sausages. Walmart has some in a bigger can, the little bitty mini sausages, and they're pretty good. They're from Denmark.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here.
I like those Vienna sausages a lot. I like them.
Fred walked up, like I said, y'all, Fred's the neighbor right here, and you've heard him talk. He's homeless too. And, you know, we're both in a situation. We're in situations. He's married. His wife is in a care home right now. So,
She's going to take care of.
yeah.
She has
And,
bills. And a roof
I
over her head.
understand, man. The
That's all I
fact is-
care, you know, really.
This,
Well,
he's got my respect because he's taking care of his wife, but he's sacrificing living out here in the woods. And I don't blame him. He's happier, it's cheaper, and he wants to just.
Summertime.
Yeah, it's very beautiful here. That's why I'm here.
Warm.
So,
It's not cold.
can I ask you something?
Sure.
What was some of the happiest days of your life now that you're 75? I'm curious to know.
Camping with my wife up in the mountains.
Was it?
Yeah, we were out of Featherville and back in the wilderness area there. It was beautiful. It really was beautiful. And watching her come up, bringing wood to the campfire, carrying it, and the dogs were trailing along with her. Man,
Oh, dude, it is. Was that in Oregon or here?
No, that's here in Idaho.
That was here in Idaho?
Yeah.
It is so beautiful.
We took a run down with a car we were thinking about buying. Went down around through Stanley and down that way back to Boise and around the freeway back.
Uh-huh.
But as we were traveling, I look along the road and I'm going, there's wild turkey, man. They were black.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were all along the edge of the road and I'm, whoa, baby. Yes. There's a lot of wildlife here, you know.
That's why I have this right here, because I love, I bow hunted and I've taken all, I've killed so many deer with a bow and arrow down in Texas. And I videoed all of it. You can see all the videos.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a long time. And now I'm just,
season here too.
yeah, and now that I'm at the end of my life, I'm trying to document everything I can and the people that I meet, especially on my adventures, because surprisingly a lot of people like to watch this stuff.
Hi, neighbor. See you
Just fine.
Yeah.
Welcome
It's
to
nice.
Peace and Balance.
Yeah.
Except for the motorcycles.
Welcome to fresh air, man.
They're just temporary though.
Yes.
But no, I mean, there's good people everywhere, folks. Don't be afraid to get out of the house. Don't sit in your little boxes and breathe the same air over and over and over. Get outside. Camp out. Come sit next to a stream. This is actually
beautiful.
snow runoff.
The rocks are so wonderful, beautiful.
It is calming.
It is. Green foliage.
Did you have brothers and sisters, or you?
Oh yeah, I got 2 brothers still and a sister.
Oh yeah.
But I like doctor relatives, man. Every time I do, so died. You know.
Right.
Shit, you know.
I don't.
We
My
came
family.
from a
I haven't
family
talked
of
to my
9.
family in years
Yeah,
now.
we came from a family of 9, you know.
9? Wow, that's a big family.
And then I'm going, wow, my cousin, you know, one of them is dead, and he served in Vietnam, you know,
Oh, yep.
time war.
Right.
And so, you know, some of the people here, I tell them, I go, listen, if you don't like America, you're stuck. There's always a way out. There's a pilot out there that'll take you home.
Mhm.
Just flown to every country in the world. I met one over in Twin Falls.
Oh yeah.
And he actually was a minister. But he says, you know, I've flown to every country in the world, Fred. People get stranded sometimes, even here in Idaho.
Right.
And they don't have a way out.
Out. Yep.
And, you know, you meet some that want to live in America all their life.
Mm-hmm.
America has a lot of opportunity.
It does.
And they bring to us a lot of knowledge of
Right.
of new things and things that are imported from even China. You could buy the whole rear axle for a vehicle cheaper out of China than you can USA.
I know.
And you go, whoa.
I know.
But when it comes to competition, you know, that's
Right.
what it is, you know.
Well, everything's
Your hamburger
changing.
joints, your gasoline, everything's competition.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with it here in the last month, but man, everything is changing right now. We're so close to World War III. It's unimaginable.
Well, you know, since Bin Laden and his stupidity of wanting to take over everybody, they nuclear armed all the countries.
I know.
So,
Well, that is the go-to right now. Everybody.
They're a mile and a half apart.
Every-
They'll blow up their own country if they ain't careful.
Yeah. Well.
Yes, they don't do that. They're dummies. Not that
Russia just a few days ago done threatened us again. They're gonna nuke us. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think they will.
It's saber rattling, but you
There
know.
are people, you know, that's even talked to them, even Trump did. And, you know, they become close. But the media can deceive you.
Oh yeah,
You know?
well that's just it. I don't trust the media
The
here.
people get a talk, and you know, especially in New York. Well, I tell you. You know, they're bullshit.
Exactly.
And then, if you really want to know documents, you find out from London,
Right.
because everything's documented in London.
Right.
And they'll go, well, this can or can't happen. It's all written down, documented in billboards.
So
You can
being
read it.
75, you actually got to witness the whole breakdown and know of the Vietnam era.
Yeah, and
And
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
outside.
Afghan. I lost
Israel's-
friends. Right.
Israel's never lost a war.
Right.
USA armed them a long time ago. You know, so they ain't out to lose a war ever. Because, you know, we load them down. We don't
As a
kill
kid, what did you
people,
do
you know,
when
so
you
they can
wasn't
tell,
in school and wasn't
people
working
try
on the
to-
farm? What were you doing? Did you go hunting, fishing?
When I was on the farm, my brother showed me a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
9 kids, you had plenty to do and play
Oh, yeah.
with.
Yeah, my brother did milk the cows, and I'd watch, and I'd try to help him feed the hay to the. And I'd fish as hard as I can. You know,
Oh, yeah?
Second grade.
Oh yeah.
You know, and he'd fill it off house and into the feed trough for them. But yeah, we had our dairy cows. We had a couple of horses and some chickens. And my daddy worked around the sugar factory and played country western. My mom pounded on a piano.
Oh yeah.
And they had a ball.
Oh yeah.
And the people had a ball in Midness, Oregon, and they go over there and play.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And so it's just across the bridge there. From where
Did
we
you
live.
have a chance to ever go to the movie
12.5
theaters?
miles or so. Huh?
Did you ever have a chance to go to the movie theaters and watch movies and
Not
stuff
during
when you
that
were
time.
young?
Later,
Later in life?
yeah.
When
I
you
ate
became
my
an adult?
first hamburger in a cafe, and I'm sitting there going, I feel guilty. What'd you say that was? Coca-Cola. I have one of those.
No shit.
Yeah, so I had to buy
That
a
is-
$10 bill, and I goes, I hope it's enough. I don't know what this costs, you know.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
'Cause you
so-
had your first hamburger.
So the lady says, "Oh, let's not do that. I'll give you back change."
Oh,
And but she cooked my French fries, gave me a Coca-Cola, and made me a hamburger. It was delicious.
oh,
And I
wow.
was hungry that day, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought, why didn't I pick some of the family? Oh well, I'm having a good time. I'm filling up. It's my first time. I don't care. I guess this time. So
Well-
then the family finds out later. He left and he didn't take us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you venture off on your own? When did you leave the house? Or leave your mama's wing is what?
Military. No,
Military?
I was leaving.
Yeah, that was
My
leaving back
mom
then.
took me over to the voting station. There was a military person who handed me my card, and they'd already told them. He named them in the Army, you know.
Uh-huh.
There was actually an Army command from Polsland over there.
Oh yeah.
And so we're there, and the lady goes, there's your Army military card, Fred. I took it. It was okay. She says, you're going to be there till 91. 1991. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
And so, yeah, she says, we don't know how long this conflict with Vietnam will be, and so we have to just judge it, slam you out as far as we can. And I'm doing everybody that way.
Yeah.
And I go, phew. So all the Marines, Air Force, and everybody that way was doing until 91.
Right.
And I go, man, I just, we all know. And no matter what we're doing, we'll still be active military till then.
Right. Till death. Well, I know
So-
quite a few that's been in,
In the military.
I've been to quite a few military funerals, man, and I don't want to do
If you're
anymore.
old enough, you're going to be there. I do it, My cousin was 12 and a half years younger than me. He was 12 and a half years. And a lot of us, we go, well, we didn't do much. Oh, yeah, we did. We were in America.
Yeah.
We stayed. We supported America and
Right.
all the people for all that length of time.
Right.
We were here for
Well, I appreciate your service, sir.
You're welcome.
And it's welcome. Can I ask you one final question? And this might touch a little deeper, but we all know we're gonna die.
Well, what's
It-
fun in the military?
Well,
Do you have fun time? No.
no.
Do you have the meals to remember? The wonderful Thanksgiving and the pies and everything and Christmas dinners and the stuffed stocking from your dad and all
Right.
this. It's all gone until you're out of the military, and then you have your
Right.
meals and the good times.
Right.
Yep. You can't defend
How
that.
do you want your last days to be? Where do you want to be at? Do you want to be out here in these mountains?
I love the mountains. I'd live here if it was weather was like this year.
Year round. Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's
let
kinda
me
why I
give you
like New
some
Mexico.
advice. New Mexico's awesome. It's got a little bit of everything. Texas is just scorched.
Yeah.
Texas is hell. During this time of year, you will literally melt or feel like you're melting. So,
Well,
you
so
know,
my wife's got neurologist. As I'm going, well, there's neurologists everywhere in America. You don't have to stick with one. You know, they
Yeah,
still
that's true.
will do all the same.
right.
You know, if you go to another area, another state, there's a neurologist. And I asked her the other day, I goes, how about your personal doctor? He does all your blood tests.
Yeah.
And don't forget them, because they really should do that for you at least once a year.
Yeah.
And so I have a doctor, but she's female, and I registered in with the medical office near the police department. We have veteran office. And so I go to my doctor. I'm an outpatient from my doctor instead of from the veteran administration outpatient. So in Boise, you know, they build a great big place for all the veterans.
Right.
Where they can go and live if they want to.
Right.
Not
That's a
for
long
falls.
way,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not for falls here. But they have them.
That's 2 hours away.
Yeah, it is. It's over
Yeah.
100 miles.
Right.
And, you know, Boise's okay, but just to be there, I don't know.
It's too big.
Out of that area in the mountains,
Right.
up that way. You know, because I
love the
that.
Boise
North
National
Fork of the
Forest.
Payette over there is
I know.
beautiful.
That's where I lost my wheelchair in the
you
Payette River.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I had to go to the resale shop down there in Twin Falls. They give me this one. This one belonged to an old woman that lived there in Twin Falls that passed away about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lost my wheelchair. I wheeled up to the van and I stood up to unlock the door. And when I stood up, my wheelchair rolled down into the river. Down the cliff, into the river, it was gone too. I was like, oh shit.
There goes my seat.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Chair.
Without my chair, I'm useless.
Yeah.
I'm totally
You know,
useless.
it's not as easy, you know, to
Life ain't.
around even the table.
Well, I tell you what, for a man that's 75 years old, you still get around damn good.
Well,
So keep doing what you're doing. Keep enjoying life.
that's it.
You know, it's
I
obvious.
survived, have my appendix and my gallbladder out.
Right.
And I
You're a
feel down.
survivalist, no doubt.
Well, you know,
Fred, take this. This is what I give to homeless people. It's a homeless human being kit. No religion involved. Listen, there's a little first aid kit in there. There's some personal items. I use these. You take these and you add a little water to them and let them set and soak up. And then you can take a bath with them and then just
cool.
and dry off. I mean, they clean you and they kill any germs on you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's
Do
a
you
lot
like
of-
that? These are dehydrated apples.
Oh, yeah?
I eat a lot of dehydrated fruits. So
Freeze dried apple. I need them. Yes. I like
Dude,
dehydrated.
there is an
Good.
MRE in that bag,
Okay.
and I don't even know what flavor it is. Shit,
Okay.
I've given away so many of them, but
Oh, yeah.
there's soap. I think there's a toothbrush and little bitty things. I also have
You know, I don't even have a first aid kit with me.
a
I
most
have one, but I didn't bring it. But so I looked for my new skin I brought in.
right.
Cause
Most of the
I'm
homeless
fucking around
people.
cardboard packing. Look,
I know.
I got the new skin out.
Brother,
Back
most
there.
of the people that I've met
Back
that are
there,
homeless don't have a first aid kit.
Oh, I
And,
have one. I just didn't bring it. It's in the truck.
well, them are little, and we're at that age where shit, man. We just bump up against something when we start bleeding, so it's
I
like,
know, we go, oh, fuck you.
hey,
Yes, sir.
it ain't much, but I'm glad I can kind of help you out.
Thank you, sir. I like it a lot.
So,
I really appreciate it. You know, this lady came over one day, and she brought 3 kittens because she knew we had mice. Of course, these kittens have grown up to be very big because they cougars.
I can't do cats anymore.
Oh, I never did a cat. I never raised one.
Right. That's another story, but we're going to stop there, y'all.